fam, it's Coach Rye from Functional Flex, Team FFLEX. I'm here in the office. Today I'm going to give you guys a requested video. We're talking about peak week. I'm going to hit on one specific piece today, and I think I'm going to kind of get a series of this peak week stuff going down, kind of debunking some of these bro science fucking protocols, the myths that are out here, kind of tell you guys the real deal shit you need to know, okay? Because there's a lot of messy garbage out in this contest prep industry regarding peak week and everything else. So this was a requested video because I post on Instagram a lot about how I don't practice any of this kind of stuff. I don't have athletes do any of the traditional peak week stuff, whether it be fucking sodium manipulation, carb manipulation, water depletion, whatever. I don't do any of that. We don't take diuretics. We don't do any of that, okay? And so I'm going to hit on the water piece of this today to give you guys an overview about why it is actually the exact worst thing you could possibly do trying to peak into your competition, okay? First off, what do you guys think your muscles are made of? If we know our bodies are made of primarily water, what are our muscles made of? Sounds really fucking stupid when I put it this way, doesn't it? Your muscles are made of water, you guys. For the most part, your body, your muscles, fucking bicep, forearm, legs, glutes, whatever, it's all gonna hold water, okay? We got a difference in the water ratio, but basically our body holds water in the subcutaneous layer of your skin, right? So right underneath the skin, you'll hold water there, and into the actual muscle tissue. Okay? So here's the thing about peak week, depleting your water, taking diuretics, watertight, all this kind of stuff that is traditional kind of bro science everybody thinks you need to do. What happens is you actually deplete your muscle mass. Okay? Your body will forego muscle water retention long before it will ever attack the subcutaneous under your skin. Now, everybody's trying to remove the subcutaneous water right under the skin because they think they're going to get leaner. They're going to get drier. Bottom line is, if you're not lean enough, you guys, coming into your competition, no magical fucking water tight, no diuretics, none of this shit is going to do you any damn good at all. It's actually going to do the opposite. Okay? If you're coming into this competition thinking that you need these things, you're probably not ready for one. And then for two, you're going to deplete your good muscle mass. And that is going to result in your physique actually looking flatter, softer, and much less ideal on stage. Now, the funny thing is, watertight and diuretics and all that, they are going to deplete your muscle mass. Let me say this again. If you're competing in any of these divisions, whether it be bikini, figure, bodybuilding, men's physique, whatever, the goal is always to have as much muscle mass, as much shape, as much ideal proportion as possible with the correct level of conditioning. And a lot of people are going to go overboard trying to pursue this conditioning, try to take all these peak week bro science, water retention shit, and they're going to actually, in result, minimize their muscle mass, minimize their muscle structure, minimize their proportion, and look flat and shitty, basically like they don't even lift. And that is always going to result in you placing lower and lower than if your conditioning was off. And again, you guys, let me tell you the real science behind this. There is absolutely zero science that shows that manipulating your water, trying to deplete your water, trying to load it first in the week, deplete it later, taking diuretics, doing all this, has any benefit. There is zero actual research. Actually, all the research shows the opposite. It shows you're going to change your body's composition. You're going to have a lot of electrolyte problems. You're going to have all kinds of things happen that's going to result in you looking worse. A lot of times, competitors are going to come in looking too dry in specific parts of their body. We're going to see their shoulders and their upper back and their body is actually looking too lean while the rest of them is not. This is due to your body trying to fight homeostasis. What is homeostasis? The balance in your body, you guys. Your body does not want to deplete water. It does not want to manipulate water. It does not think that's an ideal scenario for survival. When we stop thinking about our body like it's a fucking robot and actually remember it's a tool for survival, it makes sense that water depletion and taking diuretics to fucking expel more water is actually a bad idea for how your body's going to operate. And coincidentally, you guys, it is no chance that this same stuff can actually land you in the hospital. You can actually pass out. You can have all kinds of problems. You can get terrible muscle cramps and mess up your posing on stage. I've been in competitions where bikini girls have passed out, been rushed out in the ER, and it's because of doing things like that with water manipulation. Not to mention, this does have an effect on your hormones. This does have an effect on your metabolism. If you guys are purposely depleting your water and taking other products to get rid of it, even more so, you are putting your body into the closest mode of survival, like desert-like scenario you could possibly do it. It's basically like I dropped you on a desert island and you couldn't find water to drink, so now your body's gone into survival mode. And how do we think this is ideal for going to compete in a competition? Truth of the matter is, you guys, it is always going to put you over in a bad way. It is never going to assist in you coming in your fullest, looking your best with the best conditioning. Because basically, you're depleting your muscle mass away and you're leaving the subcutaneous water. You'll never even get there. And if you're worried about that in the first place, you're probably not lean enough anyway in the first place. So, you guys, water manipulation, doesn't matter what you're doing, what sport, what division, it is never going to assist you. Ever going to assist you. It's never going to. Look it up. You guys do your real research. It always does more harm than good, and there's zero evidence that it has ever helped anybody do better at a competition. Where does this stuff come from then, right? Why are we even talking about this? Why is this such a thing? Why do so many coaches do it? It's because, you guys, the old peak week protocols, they stem from the 1960s and 70s, the golden and silver era of bodybuilding before anybody had any fucking knowledge about any of this. Literally, when bodybuilding was taboo, it was the fucking couple guys in SoCal, Gold's Gym, you guys know what I'm talking about, the old era guys running around. There's a small amount of them. It was a fucking weird thing to be a bodybuilder, okay? It was a weird thing. Bikini competitions didn't exist. None of this was around. And so we got all these guys taking massive amounts of unmarked steroids. They were taking crazy doses. I've talked to some of the guys from that era of time, and basically at the front desk of the gym, there was like a candy bowl full of tablets of steroids. So you walk in, grab a handful, throw it back before you work out, walk out, grab it again. They were not even taking doses that were monitored or managed or anything. This was before steroids were even illegal, you guys. And so they're taking all these steroids. A lot of people don't know this though. Major side effect of steroids is excessive water retention. You're going to hold a lot more water. How does that work though? It goes into the muscles. And by default, it's going to bleed into the subcutaneous layer of the body. But if you're a bodybuilder, you should be at like 4 to 6% body fat, lean and full on stage. So water retention is not your best friend in this division. So what do these guys do? All these broscience dudes sitting around with no science, no real doctors helping them out. Nobody even knows anything about the drugs or about the sport of bodybuilding in the first place. They say, well, we got to get rid of the water. So if we just stop drinking water, that's probably going to help. If we just drink less water, I mean, it makes sense. We're going to have less. And then you know what? Actually, you know what? We could take diuretics. We could take some stuff to expel even extra water because that's going to help us get rid of even more. And then we can manipulate our sodium. We can do depletion type workouts. We can drop the carbs because carbs hold water too. And then we can load them last minute, try to fill up before stage. All of it is bro science, you guys. All of those practices have been disproven time and time again since this time. But all of the coaches that are out here, all the athletes that are doing these things, don't do the research. None of you actually learn the stuff. None of you take the time to pay attention to actually understand what you're doing with your body. Now, if you want to do better, you want to place better, you want to compete and feel healthy and be at a good spot with your physique all the time without going through these rebounds and these metabolism problems and the hormone issues and risking possible fucking death backstage, you need to take control of what you understand about peak week. And you need to take control of what you understand about your body in competing in this sport. This is not as simple as a Google search, you guys. You can't just look this shit up and follow the first thing on the forums on some website telling you how to take your fucking diuretics in peak week. If you don't have a coach, get yourself a damn coach. And if you got a coach that's telling you to do this, get yourself a real educated coach. Get somebody with real knowledge. And I encourage you all the time, no matter who you are, how much experience, how great your coach is, whatever, do your own research. You need to understand these things. You need to understand what you're doing to your body and how it's going to operate and what it's actually going to do. And 99% of the time, you guys, your mind is going to be blown when you do this research. Your mind is going to be crazy. I deal with this a lot with competitors that come from other coaches because a lot of other coaches do these crazy bro science protocols, especially water manipulation, thinking that they're helping their athletes when really they're putting them in a worse spot. And I deal with this all the time with competitors saying, hey, you know what? I don't really feel comfortable not depleting my water, Ryan. I don't feel comfortable doing this and that. And then I have them do the research and their minds are fucking blown. They literally feel like they've been scammed, they've been ripped off, and 95% of the damn time, you guys, that's exactly what this is for. That's exactly what the peak week that other coaches want to give you is for. It's the idea that you need to manipulate everything so much so it's worth paying the extra fees for the coach in peak week. It's worth having the extra attention. It's worth doing all this and that. 95% of the time, they're just trying to sell you some more garbage. Get you to pay a higher fee. Get you to buy this new supplement. Oftentimes, they sell you the shit they want you to take in peak week. What a fucking coincidence, huh? So the point of the matter is, you guys, it's all bullshit. It's all unnecessary, and it's honestly, it's risking your health. It's risking your outcome as a competitor, and a lot of times you're not going to place if you do these things. Mark my fucking words, you are not going to place a lot of times when you do these things. I've had a few competitors that I thought should have placed, and they didn't place. Come to find out later that they were doing things like this. They were directly going against the peak week stuff I had for them, and they were manipulating their water, and they were trying to play with their carbs, and they're trying to take care of the sodium, do all this shit. You guys, it doesn't work. It's not going to result in you placing ever. The people that win competitions are the ones with the best proportion, the ones that trained right, the ones that did what they need to do, got the conditioning right, so that peak week is a fucking breeze. Peak week is kicking your feet up and waiting to go get your damn trophies. That's how peak week should be. No unicorn's going to fly out your ass. Nothing crazy's going to happen. It's 7 fucking days, you guys. When have you ever got any kind of results in 7 days? Stop believing in this peak week shit. Stop manipulating your damn water and risking causing severe health problems and actually even potentially killing yourself. It is no damn joke. Peak week will put you near the edge of literally risking your life. And there have been people that have died from it, but nobody talks about that, of course. Everybody just wants to keep selling you the shit. Coach Rye's here to tell you it's straight, keep it true, keep it right. And I want to help you guys, okay? So if you're a competitor out there, I don't care if you work with me or not, you need help with this, hit me up. Send me a message, shoot me an email, ryan@teamfflex.com. Find me on Instagram, social media, wherever. I will help you guys get through this. I cannot tell you the number of athletes that I don't even coach, that are with other coaches that do this type of practice, and they will come to me in their peak week, panic, freaking out because their body's doing crazy stuff, trying to adjust all this bro science that they're putting them through. And I will help get them back on track. I got no problem doing that, you guys. I'm here to help you be better. I'm here to help everybody get where they want to be. And I don't care if you're on my team, you're paying me a dime or not. It is important to me that you get where you want to be and you do it in the healthiest manner, because this industry will not survive if we continue to think depleting our water and purposely putting ourselves on the edge of fucking life is what it takes to compete in this sport. There will not be this sport in a few fucking years if that's the case. Fucking drop the bro science and get to fucking work. Coach Rye is out.